follow me?
Sure. Not bad here, is it?
The fight is the only thing that matters. That makes a real man.
Nothing is safe these days.
Are you here to pay me those shards you owe me? Because I'm pissed at how long you're taking to
What a
pay.
mess.
Someone's got to sort this shit out before we drown in it.
Could be challenging.
Even great men fall when the power of Elex is taken from them.
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the first Elexiter. And now here you are, out of Zakor, separated from the Elex that gave you your powers.
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the Elex that had sustained me slowly drained away. But in the end, I have been able to find a way to live with it. Despite the withdrawal, Jax, I am all that I was. But you, Commander, your appearance tells me it's not going well for you. Has the transition to emotion, to free thinking, unsettled the great Commander Jax?
It's nothing I can't control. I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now, cast out and hunted by our own people. We need to trust each other.
Perhaps. My raider was shot down. Calyx declared that I had failed my mission for the directive, and so must be executed. But I still live, and I am searching for the truth of what happened to me. I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help with that? And what exactly is it that you think I can do?
I need weapons, and a way to improve my fighting strength.
Elex withdrawal has made both of us weak. You will need to spend your time and your strength wisely.
Help me reach the Ice Palace.
You know unauthorized access to the palace is impossible. Without the correct codes, you won't get past the first defensive wall. The automated defenses will kill you before you get close.
Then I will give you the access codes.
From who? Any Alb who identifies you as a renegade will attack you immediately. How will you get the access codes without fighting our own people?
I will have to find another way to get the codes.
That should be the last of your worries. You have other things to achieve first. However, the fact remains that you will need to lure soldiers from their positions in Zakor. Soldiers who are sent into the lands of the Free People rarely carry the codes to the inner areas of the Ice Palace. But then you know that better than I do, Commander. The security of the Ice Palace matters greatly to the Albs.
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
The directive, the great plan, and the highest goal of all Albs. Elex must continue to be extracted. They will only leave their fortifications in great numbers if something interferes with the directive.
And the only way I can think of to stop the flow of Elex into the Ice Palace is to destroy or deactivate the converters.
That makes sense.
The converters are heavily guarded.
I would expect so. But the influence of the Albs is not as strong as it once was in the lands of the Free People. Losses have been high, and the Free People have become more organized, at least within their factions. Some converters have maintenance issues or have been shut down, like the one in Edan. But none of that is helpful as long as enough Elex is still reaching the Ice Palace.
Why were you exiled? You were an Alexitor, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left Zakor. Why?
Tarek, the first Alexitor, is following a course with the other Alexitors that I cannot. His mind is clouded. He cannot see the bigger picture clearly anymore.
And what is the bigger picture?
You have spent enough time away from Zakor. You must see the directive with different eyes now. But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here, and I will keep my peace.
You cooperate with the Free People?
With some. They judge you for your deeds as an Alexitor.
They fear you?
Yes. As I said, it was difficult at the beginning. There were some who recognized me, but I have kept my identity from most. I want to live in peace here.
Tell me more about your past at the Ice Palace.
I already told you. I have left that past behind me.
You can't deceive me. You want to take power in the Ice Palace.
What makes you believe that?
The Separatist leader, Sestak, told me. So what is it that you want? Are you planning war against the hybrid?
And you believe Sestak?
He didn't give me a reason to doubt his words. I trust him.
And how am I supposed to wage war? One Alb against Zakor? All I would gain is my own death. I have my new life here. That is what matters now.
It's obvious that you are hiding something. You are more powerful than you appear. You speak of Elex withdrawal and the doubt that plagues you, but none of that fits your appearance, your confidence, or your character. So drop the lie. We both know the truth, Zardom. You didn't stop consuming Elex when you left Zakor. You found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength. You can still cast magic.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not, Commander.
What are you really doing out here, Zardom?
And what is it that you want, Jax? We all must find our own path as this world changes.
So you do want to challenge the hybrid?
Challenge? You say that as if it's unthinkable for an Alb.
me?
The time is coming. We are close to achieving our evolution. But our enemy is close to completing his work as well. Find Thorold, discover his secrets. I must know what he intends before he dies. You may have lived your life in thrall to that machine, but the Albs existed before the hybrid took control. When the Albs searched for an identity, it was the hybrid that gave it to them. He gave us all worth through war.
Don't pretend you want peace, Zardom. That I won't believe.
The hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim, leader of the Berserkers, yes? But did he tell you why he ordered that?
And who should rule the Albs? You? It seems many in Zakor are beginning to question the hybrid's rule. But none have given me answers. None have said what the hybrid's plan is, or how they think they can better it. What is it we've fought for, Zardom? Don't you at least want to know that?
While First Alexitor Tarek follows blindly, I want answers. But I tell you, the hybrid won't give them to you. He only wants power for himself, and it will be the ruin of our people.
You're saying a lot, Zardom, but where is your proof?
You know the directive requires all Elex must be delivered to the hybrid. He says he must reach the peak of evolution perfection to secure the future of our people. But what will be left of our world at the end of this war for Elex? All Elex means exactly that, all the Elex on Magellan. But do you think that the hybrid will ever be satisfied? What will happen when it has consumed all the Elex on Magellan? What then, Jax?
So you think the hybrid is lying? That it has a different goal for the directive?
I don't question his goal. I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the hybrid evolves, the Albs will serve at his side? After it has kept the truth and power for so long that its drive for Elex will just stop? No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free people, the hybrid will only have one source of Elex left. Us. The first Alexitor Tarek is too blinded by the hybrid's promises to see that. But I know that once he is done with the rest of this world, the hybrid will extract the remaining Elex from us. He will feed his evolution.
So, will you admit that you have kept the powers Elex gives you?
If you think I can acquire enough Elex to maintain my old strength, you are mistaken. Yes, I continue to consume Elex, pure Elex, but I have only enough to reduce the impact of withdrawal. If you are looking for magic outside Zakor, then you will have to look to the Berserkers of Edan.
Is Berserker magic as strong as the Albs magic?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Edan to evolve a lot of power. I heard of a mage in the domed city with the power to fight an Alexitor. And as a Berserker living beyond the borders of Edan, she might have a more open ear than those living under Berserker law every day.
If you want war, then where is your army? You were revered in the Ice Palace. How many Albs still follow you?
None. My soldiers stayed in Zakor. Such is the power of Elex. Such is the power of the hybrid. It takes those with will to see the truth. But I'm not without power. I do have a force that is loyal to me. I have the strength to return to Zakor, to strike at the hybrid.
If it isn't in Zakor, then where are these soldiers?
I have told you my aims. I have told you that I have the resources to achieve them. For now, I will concentrate on building resources here in the lands of the free people. If you will play your part in the struggle that is to come, then I will tell you this. There is a camp in the mountains between Idan, Abessa, and Tavar. The people there are independent and fight for their own cause. They are a force waiting for a leader. You should seek them out. Perhaps there you can find what I have, a base of operations. Perhaps then you will see what I mean more clearly.
Are you allied with the Free People?
Our cause in defeating the hybrid matches theirs, but I will do nothing to endanger the future of the Albs. Each of the factions has their own motives which could prove dangerous to our people. I heard that the Duke of Tavar is constructing a bomb that is so destructive it could destroy a city. What we don't know is his target, or how an outlaw has put together the technology capable of this.
What if the Alexiters and Zakor learn of your plans?
Sooner or later, the Alexitors track down every Alb outcast. The question is whether or not we can survive until we are strong enough to be able to defend ourselves.
Do you think you have the strength to fight an Alexiter?
No, not at present. And you should know that an Alexitor has been seen near the domed city. I think he has picked up your tracks.
How do you know that?
You've hardly been discreet. But he only has suspicions that you survived. He has no proof for now. I would suggest you take care of him before he learns you really are alive. If the Alexitors were to discover that you live, then they would concentrate their powers against you.
How do you plan to attack Zakor?
The only thing that would drive the hybrid soldiers from the Ice Palace is to stop the flow of Elex. The converter in northern Abessa is strategically important. If we could shut it down, that would show the Albs the limits of the hybrid's power. It would give us a chance to persuade others of our cause.
You claim you're doing this for the Albs, but then you're prepared to kill them for your own cause?
It is a sacrifice that is painful to all. But the hybrid has blinded many of our brothers. There is no way to free all Albs. But with the blood of those who serve the hybrid, those lives will save others. But you will need to decide who you will back soon. The hybrid has sent a force of combat mechs and soldiers to advance inland into northern Abessa. This force must be stopped. Otherwise, they will tip the balance of power in Abessa in favor of the hybrid. Now you know my thoughts. And it is time for you to tell me your plans. What is it that you want?
I want the person who got me into this situation. I want Calyx.
For what? Revenge? Your brother doesn't want anything to do with you. He sees you as a traitor. He will kill you the first chance he gets.
When fate brings us together, we will see.
And how will you get close enough to speak to him? He is protected by a whole unit of soldiers and combat mechs.
I will find a way.
Well, maybe I can help you, Jax. Support me in my cause, and I will make sure that you reach Calyx.
You think you can do that?
Yes. And you know I am your best option. I recommend that you take my offer.
You will have my support, but you will have to deliver Calyx.
Then help me achieve the things I need to turn the balance of power back in our favor. Help me shut down those converters and make the preparations you need to. Do that, and I will tell you how you can lure Calyx to you. For my part, I will order my forces to infiltrate Zakor. I want a better idea of what is happening in the Ice Palace and the readiness of its defense systems. I will see you back here once you have completed your tasks.
I have taken command of Origin.
Then you can see the value of my advice. That place makes an excellent base for you, doesn't it? The Free People are strong when they are well led. And now you have won that group over, perhaps others will follow. Good. But I get the feeling you have more to tell me.
I have recruited a powerful mage from amongst the Berserkers. Her name is Kaya.
Good. And were you able to win her over to our cause?
The Berserker mage Kaya will help us.
We will need to call upon you when we face the Alexitors. Good. Was there anything else to report?
The converter in northern Abessa has been deactivated.
Well, that was faster than I expected. No doubt the Ice Palace will be considering their response. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The Duke of Tavar's bomb was really a fighting machine. He developed it with a cleric prisoner with the aim of attacking the Horde in Igniton.
Developed? Does that mean the danger is now gone?
Yes.
Good. Then we have one less threat to worry about. You have made progress, but there are still things to be done. I will be here waiting for you once you have completed the tasks.
Excellent.
don't know enough about that.
I'll help you. You'll pay for that, asshole. You'll pay for that, asshole. I'll get this one.
You should go back to Origin.
All right.
Follow me.
Of course.
So, then the rumors are true. Commander Jax, you're still alive.
A Lexeter Repox, I assume. You were nothing more than an ammunition carrier when I was still commander.
And now you're nothing.
And my death helped you improve your position within the Ice Palace.
Loyalty counts. There are those who saw your downfall coming. They were proved right.
And you just happened to get promoted. Should I think that's a coincidence?
I still can't understand why you betrayed the hybrid.
I was the one who was betrayed.
Keep telling yourself that. So, how should we do this? Will you stand there and accept your fate? Or will you fight for your life?
I'm not dying until I've had answers.
What will Kallax say when I report to him that I've corrected his failure of your execution? Your brother will be done for.
It will not come to that.
What is dead should stay dead.
Ah! The Ob force in northern Abessa has been defeated.
Good. That was vital. We could not afford a shift of power in Abessa. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The Alexeter Repox is dead.
Then perhaps your secret can be kept a little longer. You have done good work, Commander. You have assisted our cause greatly. But the hybrid must have realized by now there is a new threat that he must consider. He used to be preoccupied by the mages in Edan.
Do you have any idea why he feared them?
I was hoping you could tell me, Jax. He tasked you with finding the pilgrim Thorold. Did you learn anything that could explain the hybrid's fear?
I didn't complete my mission. I was shot down before I could reach the pilgrim.
And it seems that the hybrid has not succeeded in completing this mission since then. He still hasn't found the pilgrim, even though he seems to feel that the berserkers transmuting Elex is the biggest threat to Zakor.
If the hybrid is so dangerous, how did he end up in charge of the Alps?
He offered logical reason, leadership, and power, his ability to see the future. When our people left the clerics, it was to reject religion. The hybrid has filled the space left when we turned our backs on Kalan. Whatever the future holds, I am certain that Thorold is the key. His knowledge could mean victory or defeat in this war. I think that Thorold is seeking a way to change Elex without the need to take it to that shrine in Goliath.
And if he can achieve that, then the hybrid risks losing vast amounts of Elex.
Yes, and after all, the hybrid is demanding all the Elex in Magalan. Imagine the effect on him if the berserkers were to take huge quantities of it, turning it into mana before he can consume it.
The hybrid could never allow that.
It would destroy his plans, and it would empower the berserkers. While the Albs lose power, they would gain. It's easy to imagine what they would do with our people then. The Ice Palace would fall, and the Albs would be exterminated. We cannot allow that.
The berserkers would never commit genocide.
After the acts of slaughter the Albs have done to their people, why would they not take their revenge? You must finish your old mission and secure Thorold's knowledge. The fate of us all depends on it.
You keep saying it all depends on me, but what about you? Where is your support? What are you doing to stop the hybrid? If you want my help, you must prove your side of things to me. I want to see this force you're talking about.
As you wish. You should know who you are dealing with.
Mutants. All that remains of the creatures that once lived in the old world. Elex brings strength to those with the will to tame, but makes a slave of others. So, this is Zardo's army. He has retained his power to control mutants. He can force these creatures to do his will. I wonder what other power Zardon is hiding. But he's right. While our paths are aligned, I should make use of that. I must learn more about Hybrid's plans, and if I can't do that from his allies, I should find the enemy he feared the most. The one I was sent to find. Thorold, the Pilgrim. What is it he knows that the hybrid once kept hidden? Mutants, so that's your force.
So, you see, I might not command my soldiers any longer, but I do have a force to be reckoned with. Now, you must play your part and discover the purpose of Thorald's research.
Don't be fooled by the lies of Tavar. They talk of freedom, of profit, of fun, sex, good times, and beer. But all that Tavar has to offer is chem addiction, exploitation, and a lonely death. Only Kalan knows the way to salvation, and in the Hort, this stronghold in Ignadon, he promises you food, training, protection, and a future. Join us and find yourself. This is me, Herbert, broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
What good? What? Yeah.
Lies on Elex. And we know that Elex twists the body and tears the soul. Knowledge and technology are gifts that offer us salvation. We can build our future with our own hands. This is me, Herbert, speaking the truth. Bringing a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness. Come to the family of Kalan. Come to Ignazar. And rejoice in
Hey, they told...
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Lloyd's been great, but he always said he was waiting for someone to take over. Well, you got... Yeah.
I call it...
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
Yes?
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
I'll see you later. That technology will get you into trouble here.
Look after yourself. over there.
I'm in.
Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here. Please, leave immediately.
You don't know what I'm looking for.
Your search is none of my concern. Please leave.
I know about your plan to stop the hybrid.
My plan to stop the hybrid? What exactly do you think you know? And how did you get that information?
I can help you. I know my way around the Ice Palace. I can get you to the hybrid.
The only people who have been inside the Ice Palace are Albs. So, what are you? A separatist? A spy? Or a liar?
I am an Alb. Well, I was before the Elex cleared my system. It was my raider that was shot down in the mountains near Goliath. I was betrayed by my own people, and I want to know why.
So, you want my help to get revenge? That's not the best motive. I trust you. You get your revenge. And then what's to stop you taking Elex and turning back into an owl?
If you've gotten to the Ice Palace by that point, what do you care?
What's to say you aren't still serving the hybrid?
The fact you're still breathing.
Let's say you're speaking the truth. Tell me what the hybrid knows about my plans.
That you are researching the properties of Elex. That you're planning to transmute it into mana. That gives you power and makes Elex both unusable by the hybrid and poisonous to Albs.
You've been told nothing that couldn't have been guessed at.
When my raider crashed, I was on a mission to find you to learn more. If the hybrid still wants that information, they'll send someone else to finish the mission and to kill you.
I've dealt with several Albs that have tried.
And it's delayed you and your research each time. Whatever the hybrid is doing, he's close to succeeding. He has time on his side. You don't.
And? What do you want in return for helping me?
Whatever is happening in Zakor has to be why someone sabotaged my mission and had me set for execution. We both need to get into the Ice Palace.
And you're out of luck. There's no way to get in unnoticed. You won't even make it up the ramp to the gates.
Not alone, but you have a plan to get in. Take me with you.
You've talked. You said nothing. Now do as I asked and leave.
I trained with the Elexitors. I know how they think. I know my way around the Ice Palace. Do you really think you can reach the hybrid without me?
I'm supposed to trust you with the future of Magalan? Based on a few words? No. If you want me to believe you can get me into the Ice Palace, then first you show me that you can get inside an Alb converter. If you want me to believe you will help me stop the hybrid, Then you get inside each of those converters and you shut them down. When all 5 of those converters have stopped, then I will believe you.
You should hold only the Elexitors and the hybrid responsible for the converters.
So, all the other Albs are their victims too? They're controlled by the Elexitors? Well, we will see if that is true once the hybrid and the Elexitors are gone. Until then, they are the enemy.
You expect me to deactivate all 5 converters?
Those machines have fed the Albs for too long. The less Elex the Albs have, the weaker they become, and the safer it is for the rest of our world. Will you help us?
What do you know about the Elexitors?
What we know, we've learned from prisoners. That means I know who you are, Commander Jax. We learned recently it was you who had crashed. I know too that your father Wardek didn't leave Zakor under orders. He fled to Abessa.
Wardek, I've received reports of problems with the production of Elex in Edan.
Yes, the converter there is inactive. It went offline hours ago.
A technical malfunction should have been repaired by now.
This is more than a malfunction. I think the Berserkers have attacked the converter. I suspect it has been overrun.
The hybrid would have seen that.
Then speak to the hybrid, Parsec. I'm telling you what I know.
You don't speak to the hybrid unless you are summoned.
Then get yourself summoned. We need to know what's going on and why he has withdrawn. We cannot implement the will of the hybrid if he doesn't tell us what it is, or if we lose any more converters.
Are you questioning the hybrid? Whatever has happened to the converter must be his will. It is not our place to question his ways. It is our duty to serve his will. You and your sons.
We know our place, Parsec. We serve the hybrid.
It sounds like he too has enemies in the Ice Palace.
That makes no sense.
Wardek left without an escort. There are Alb forces searching for him. We've captured some of them. Wardek has joined the Separatists in Abessa. I see I know more about your own people than you do.
If you know so much, then you can tell me who shot my raider down.
Until you told me different, I had assumed it was mechanical trouble. If we could shoot Alb raiders down, we'd do it more often. What I can tell you is it wasn't us. You might have been flying over Idan, but no berserker caused your crash.
Then was it the Separatists?
Near Goliath? That's unlikely. From what you've told me, I'd say it was from your own people.
No Alb would dare. I was on a mission ordered directly by the hybrid.
Ha! Albs kill each other all the time. Fail a mission and you're executed. Run and you're shot in the back. Or in your case, Calyx came to have you executed. Yes, I had heard that too.
Calyx serves the hybrid. He was following the directive. Fail a mission and die.
And, had you failed? Certainly your raider crashed, but you were in Idan. Your mission had only just started. It sounds more like someone wanted it stopped.
No Alb can refuse an order from the hybrid.
Wardek has fled. Calyx was answering orders. If you ask me, you should be looking to the actions of Zardom.
If I am to help you reach the Ice Palace, I need help repairing an Alb raider.
An Alb raider would definitely be an asset. How badly damaged is it?
It won't fly right now, but if I had access to spares, I could get it to fly again.
Well, you won't find stockpiles of Alb spares around here. But there is an old industrial park not far to the north of here. I've been there once before. In the old world, they had some sort of research lab there. I believe much cleric and Alb technology is based on what was developed there. Perhaps you could find a suitable component in those ruins.
The Albs aren't the only ones killing people. The Free People kill Albs and they kill each other.
True, but we've made peace before. And we might find it again by coming together to fight the Albs. The fate of all the Free People is linked. If Ulbricht launches his offensive against the Albs and the clerics fail, then the Albs will conquer Ignadon and take control of all the Elex there. That will damn us as sure as the Albs defeating us here. But that is your choice. You know the task you have been set. If you want my help, you must shut down those converters.
What are you going to do?
That is none of your business. You have your task, I have mine. Succeed in yours, and perhaps I will tell you more of my plans. Until then...
Trust must be earned.
I hope you are what you say you are. Come to me when you have something to report.
The converters you wanted destroyed. The converter in Ignadon is still operational. The converter in West Zakor is still in operation. It's the most heavily guarded. The Albs are still fueling their converter in East Zakor.
Then you know what you must do next. We have little to discuss until those converters are silent.
I'm coming.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Another pair of poor fools coming in over the sea today. Of the men sent to the harbor, they should bring the best bits to the safe afterwards. Note to self: when another of these idiots forgets the code again, I will throw the idiot overboard.
No, I'm not good enough for that. That didn't work. Too easy.
Assist you.
over there. If it wasn't for these ruins, it would be hard to believe a world so different from ours once existed. Attacking!
I'm in.
Right, this is it. They're using the satellite program as cover for something called Kalan. Whatever it is, it's way bigger than Infinite Skies is admitting. Military research, tax dodge, whatever it is, Kalan can bring this company down. But I'm going to have to get further in.
I'm in.
Over there. As you wish.
This could be useful. I'm in.
There's something wrong here. Something very wrong. The doctor banned me from his lab right before the breakthrough. I'm going to call Laurie. I know that will get me far worse if they find out, but Laurie is the only one I know who can find out what's going on. I believe in this project. Why are they hiding these results?
Attacking! Initiating combat.
Father?
Jax, so it's true. You are alive. I hadn't dared to hope.
So, you left Zakor? Have you stopped taking Elex too?
I am trying, but it's difficult. You must have experienced the problems of Elex withdrawal yourself.
I was unconscious during the worst of it. My body was already drained of Elex when I awoke.
There is more to the changes than just the physical. It is how your mind copes with the rejection of all that you have known, all that you have been in life. Tell me, what do you make of the world you have discovered since leaving Zakor?
That the free people are capable of resisting the Albs. We are told we are superior, but the Albs have failed to crush them, or their spirit.
That will change soon. The first Alexitor, Tarek, is assembling his troops before the gates of the Ice Palace. He will make his move, and he will succeed in conquering the lands of the free people. We have to stop him, or our people will perish.
What are you doing here with the Separatists?
I had no other choice. I tried to stop Tarek in Zakor, but he realized my plans. He would have killed me if I had stayed. I hope that I can still make a difference from here. I can help to bring a halt to Tarek's plans. His blind obedience of the hybrid endangers all our people.
What is it he's doing that threatens the Albs? Why is Tarek such a danger?
Tarek is a puppet. He has given his will to the hybrid. The hybrid and his new directive dominate our people. And soon, Tarek will dedicate all our people, the whole of the fighting strength of Zakor, to an invasion of the lands of the free people. All this death for one purpose. Greater power to the hybrid. I say we need to find another way. One that does not lead to our ruin.
You served the directive to obtain all Elex for the hybrid. What changed your mind?
What happened to our search for knowledge? What happened about our evolution? What about researching the nature of Elex? All those were key to the Alb people. And all have been dominated by the hybrid's demand for Elex. A lot has changed at the Ice Palace since the coming of the hybrid, and the pace of that change is only accelerating. The hybrid tells us nothing of this future he sees. He is obsessed with his own evolution, and that is only attainable through the consumption of ever greater quantities of Elex. No Alb, no free person will be allowed to stand in his way. I still believe in serving the Albs of Zakor, but to achieve that, I now know that the hybrid must be removed from the Ice Palace.
Then we should ask the hybrid what he will become. We should know what we are choosing between.
Do you think the hybrid will talk to us? To him, we have no more free will than the mutants he commands. You know the price that an owl pays to reach the highest ranks in Zakor.
You summoned me, Master?
Calax, You have proven yourself loyal to the directive. You are efficient. You obey your orders. Those are the marks of a true alb. I have watched you and your brother, and the honor you have brought to your father. You will all have a part to play in the events that are to come. Are you ready to play that part, Calyx? Will you join those chosen to evolve?
The hybrid's will is above all. I will serve the hybrid.
And so it shall be. Open your mind to me, Calyx. Know my thoughts and serve the directive.
You and your brother were the strongest warriors at the Ice Palace's command. Strong, intelligent, iron-willed. No one could equal you. And now look at you. Today, you are an outcast.
Where is Calyx now?
Your brother knows you are still alive. He is looking for you. He wants to finish what he started and prove his loyalty. After all, technically, he failed in his mission to execute you. He will want to remedy that. That is why he is traveling alone. He is currently in the mountains of Abessa on the border of Zakor, awaiting information on your whereabouts. Have no doubt, he will strike as soon as he knows where you are.
Not if I get to him first.
I would rather you both join together. The death of either of you weakens us all.
It is far too late for us to be reconciled.
There must be a way to free him from the hybrid. He's a slave like Tarek. If you could free him from the hybrid's will, then you could both be reconciled.
And if he comes for me in the meantime, I will fight him rather than die myself.
If that is your fate. But you think clearly and independently now, Jax. You can decide your own destiny.
I suspect that my failure in execution was planned by someone at the Ice Palace.
I share those suspicions, but I have yet to find any proof.
My raider being shot down, the Albs being nearby to carry out my execution. The chances of those things happening without being planned.
But the questions are why and who. The only cause I can think of is your free will. All other Albs took the hybrid's favor as an honor. You questioned it. But who ordered your death? Who coordinated it? That, I don't know.